Lil Baby's back. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Review Season 10. I'm back with another episode, and we are still in the midst of a high fucking windy goddamn day. I mean, it is so bad. Shit is flying everywhere, guys. So I had to take shelter. And right now that I'm in shelter right now, I just got done listening to the new Lil Baby song, which is called Insecurities. And guys, I mean, hey, Lil Baby is on a comeback. He is on a damn comeback. Alright, I'm hoping for the new album. I pray to God the new album's good, and I swear to God when the new album drops, we will be covering it all. I mean, we definitely gotta cover it for old time's sake, for the old days, you know, the old rap days that I used to do. You know, I always look back. You know, do I miss where when I was reviewing, you know, all the rappers that always dropped and I only reviewed their songs? You know, do I miss those days? Kinda not, guys. I mean, let's be honest. Most of the shit is fucking okay at best. So, Lil Baby, I've been covering for 4 years at this point, and he's one of the rappers that I've always praised. I think he's a fire rapper. Had a little bit of a moment where I was like, is Lil Baby okay? Because that last album, man, I mean, way to kill all the hype, all the buzz for this man's album when he drops a shitty fucking album. Kind of disappointing on that part, but, you know, I'm not going to harp on that too much because, you know, look, hey, the hype for that album was crazy. The rollout for that album was crazy. And yeah, it wasn't the best album. It was pretty shit, to be for real with y'all. But, you know, hey, we can always have a redeeming factor. And, you know, this is Lil Baby's little comeback here. And this new track, Insecurities, which is honestly a really vulnerable title here, a really good vulnerable title, which, you know, you might not get from Lil Baby these days, which is awesome. This song right here, I mean, let's talk about it, guys. Let's get this track going. I don't want to waste too much time. Let's talk about this new track. I got a couple of points I want to get off my chest. Starting off with the number one. I mean, let's just talk about this beat. Guys, this beat reminds me. I think this beat reminds me a little bit of 4 years ago when we had these kind of hard piano kind of trap beats. You don't really hear that too much anymore. We don't really get this kind of piano and classic kind of hard trap beat combination. It's usually like if it's a piano, it's going to be a fucking, you know, a sad fucking Rod Wave song or a Polo G song. You know, you can really tell what you're about to get yourself into just by some of the artists alone. But this is one of those beats that I kind of look back on and I go, yeah, this beat absolutely fucking hit. I mean, this beat's hard. This beat goes crazy. Guys, it kind of reminds me again of, you know, the older days of reviewing music like this. Kind of, you know, it kind of makes me a little bit happier to hear that, you know, Lil Baby is not just, you know, doing the basic, you know, formula of the piano trap beat, which Lil Baby definitely did a long time ago. And I remember criticizing him about that a long time ago. And I've always criticized about production with Lil Baby, but this is one of those instances where I go, production on this fucking track is fire. I mean, 100% fire. It 100% goes crazy. I mean, Lord goddamn mighty. It absolutely goes crazy, in my opinion. I think this beat's fire. It's classic. It's good. And also, you know, when we go into the whole review and we go into fully in depth into this beat, because I did write a review for this one too. We'll highlight some cool background stuff on the beat too. But now my second point. I think the starting verse was really nice. Really good flow to start off with. Vocals really hit too. I think Lil Baby sounds his most confident, sounds his most best on this track right here. Vocals are absolutely hitting, and we have a pretty good steady flow to start off with the first verse. And I think it's really nice. I think it's good. I think it sounds great. I think the first verse was a good starting point, and it really gets you into the song, and it really shows you that, yeah, this man might go absolutely crazy. I mean, overall, I think the first verse was just absolutely hits. I think it absolutely hits. Now, my second point, let's talk about that beat switch. When I'm talking about these songs, and, I'm always going to advocate for beat switches or anything like that. And when I'm always advocating for this stuff, people are always like, why do we need beat switches? Why do you need this? I just want to break it down for y'all real quick. When you have a beat switch, when you have something that is a little bit different and it switches up the whole song, again, it makes you want to go back. And it kind of when that switch up happens, it's kind of like putting a fucking bookmark on that song and kind of going, I can't wait to listen to this song and get to that part again. And what does that do in return? It makes your song highly streamable. Boom, boom, boom. And I really like that. And then this has a really great beat switch. We're going to go into more depth right now. So we're going to save my thoughts, mostly my thoughts for it. But overall, that beat switch just absolutely hits. And I really advocate for rappers to do this more. I mean, even if it's a fucking 2-minute song, guys, beat switch. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy. It doesn't have to be nothing complicated. I mean, it can literally be simply just switching up your flow. Or, adding some strings. Or, switching up the drums a little bit. It's nothing crazy. And when I'm always critiquing these songs, I'm never going, we need something crazy. I'm not looking for Tyler, the Creator level shit. I'm not looking for Kendrick Lamar level shit. I'm not looking for fucking any of these other rappers level of shit. I'm looking at this and I'm going, this just needs a little bit more. And this has a little bit more. And that's all you fucking need. And it's not a hard concept to always say this. It's not a hard concept to understand this. So I really love the beat switch here. I love that flow switch. I mean, when we get that flow switch and a beat switch with that combo together, it's always going to hit, guys. So those are my points. All right, this is for the ADHD people. Put your phone down now. Let's really dive into this track and let's get started. Lil Baby, Insecurities. Again, let's talk about that beat. I mean, guys, the beat is so good. I mean, we got that piano and that classic hard trap beat, which I always love and I always advocate for because, look, the basic piano trap beat never hits, but if we get a little bit of piano, but it's a hard trap beat, it just goes crazy. It just hits a little different. And when those strings kick in in the back and you can hear them, it just makes the whole beat go crazy. And overall, great production, guys. Love the beat. The starting verse was pretty good too. The flow was nice. The vocals really hit too. Just overall, a really nice verse. And then my favorite part of the whole song. Then the slight beat switch happens, which is all you need, by the way. And Lil Baby switches his flow and goes absolutely off. I mean, when I tell y'all, this man went absolutely off in this damn beat switch, it just made the track so much more enjoyable. And honestly, if the beat switch was a little bit longer and that verse was a little bit longer, I would have given this song a 9 out of 10. Like, it is definitely a top tier Lil Baby track. So, guys, overall, the production hit, the verses hit. This is a really enjoyable song. And this one's absolutely a banger. If it was a little bit longer, I probably would have given this song a 9 out of 10. But we're going to give this song an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, what'd you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Guys, are you excited for Lil Baby? Are you excited for the comeback? Are you excited for the album? We will cover it when it drops. We will cover the singles when they drop. Guys, thank you so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. It's been a blast. Hopefully the next time you hear me, guys, I will not be in this situation again. Hopefully I'll be back in my usual spot, and there won't be crazy fucking wind. But yeah, guys, I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Bye.